Salutations everyone, we have got a new cinematic. It has been a while since the Incarnate was freed by Rezagath. This is the next cinematic, where it is called The Secrets of the Reach, which is an in-game cinematic. I don't know the context completely, but I see some Drakthir. I've already been spoiled by a little bit of things that happen in it, but I'm looking forward to seeing just what happens. So let's go ahead and get this party started and see what lies in store for us on the Drakthir's home, as it were. Alright, we've got these guys.
The storm is receding.
Yeah, because Razagath's dead.
Reach is ours once again.
Oh, it's the Incarnates.
Take cover.
Iridikron looks amazing.
Who are they, Scorpio? Is it the aspects?
No. Razagath's kin.
Yep. They look so good. Oh! Oh, they can do that! Oh!
The last echoes of her storm are fading.
They look so good.
She is truly gone.
We should be devouring her murderers' hearts.
Do not underestimate them, Farak. Our sister's overconfidence was her downfall.
Iridikron looks like a Sith
While the
Lord.
aspect's power has waned, their forces grow stronger. And we must even the scales.
They kept so many secrets. From us. And even from each other.
Ooh. Oh, that guy looks cool. Damn. Okay, Thanos snapping, dude. Alright.
It's here. Neltharion's betrayal shattered their unity.
True.
Left fissures in their hearts. Yet the pain he inflicted was only the beginning.
Avarice. His hidden laboratory.
One last secret, deep within the earth.
Well, shit.
The
We get-
location of Avarice must lie within this vessel. I will decipher its knowledge.
What use are Neltharian's twisted experiments to us?
The laboratory itself is of no consequence. But the molten fire that powers it, that we can use.
Okay.
Keep eyes on them, Desrin. Whatever remains of Neltharian's legacy belongs to us.
Alright. Okay. Alright, let's talk about that. Let's talk about all of this, really. I'll spare most of the details. Okay. So, you got the Drakthir showing up here. This is the Sundered Flame. They're the Drakthir that we're done with the dragon aspects. We're done serving mortals. We're done... we want everything for ourselves. So it's very in line with them to want, you know, any of the goodies that Neltharion left behind. But even they are like, we aren't going to deal with, these guys. They mistake them for the aspect at first, but the leader of the Sundered Flame corrects them that no, this is Rezgath's kin. And for the first time ever, we have Proto-Dragons having mortal visages, and they look amazing. Mostly Iridikron's, I will argue. Iridikron looks like a damn Sith Lord, and he is carrying it. Now, this is after Rezgath's death, and they are very upset by that. Rezgath was their sibling, and they're going to get back at them. And Iridikron, one of the things I really like about Iridikron that separates him from the jailer is he is outright saying, do not underestimate these mortals. They just completely wrecked Rezgath because she underestimated them. So what makes Iridikron a really compelling villain, not just by design and philosophy and like his origins, but like he does not underestimate us. And I really like that about him. Plus, again, his just design looks amazing. He breaks into the Drakthir starting zone to uncover more of its secrets. They alert these guardians that Neltharion clearly put in place for intruders, and you know, they completely wipe them out. Like, they're not even trying here. Like, I don't know what Neltharion was thinking when he left these guards here, because these guards were not enough. Maybe, I guess one thing you could argue is that he assumed that Drakthir would be able to guard this place, and that he really didn't have to bolster his best of the best. Maybe he assumed that he would be there too, to kind of, I assume that it gets more of like an initial alarm. It's not really the most elite soldiers possible that could guard Neltharion secrets. But yeah, they completely like wreck them. Like, you get to see a Iridikron completely Thanos snap them into obliterate, like just they're dust at that point, which is pretty cool. And then, you know, they topple us over. What I really like the things that they do is they talk about the legacy of Neltharion here, which makes sense considering the next patch that follows after this is, you know, it's Neltharion's legacy, and Neltharion as Deathwing and as Neltharion, he left quite a few scars on almost everyone. The Drakthir, the Dragons, the Incarnates, but mostly the Dragons, though. The Dragon aspects were really crippled and cracked and ruined by Deathwing, ruined by Neltharion, because they used up all their power and everything, but Neltharion was like a brother to them. He was a sibling, and he betrayed them. And I'm really hoping we get to kind of focus on that in Dragonflight. Not just like forgiving Neltharion, but also coming to terms of what he did. Because I still think that they're still processing that. And when I say forgive Neltharion, I'm not saying forgive Neltharion as in Deathwing or for all of his crimes. I'm saying forgive him because he really was just forced into becoming Deathwing by the old gods. There's a little bit of like an in-between there where he kind of wanted to become Deathwing, but that's because he wanted to kind of rid himself the burden of being Dragon Aspect. So yeah, the final secret of Neltharion is unleashed, and that's the laboratory where he created the Drakthir, as we're learning about. So we're going to learn more about how the Drakthir came to be, and the secret laboratory that Neltharion made, which I think is going to be a really cool place to see for himself. Again, the Incarnates look amazing here. I cannot stress that enough. I love the cape that's kind of draped over on a Iridikron. That is an aesthetic for me, personally. But, Farak really doesn't understand why they're going after Neltharion's treasures, and, Neltharion, not Neltharion, sorry, Iridikron's like, we're after his fire. We're not after what the actual secrets are in the laboratory. They're inconsequential. We're after the fire there. The fire, for some reason, is really important for them. I have no idea what that means or why it's so important, but maybe it has something to do with Azeroth. Maybe it's like Azeroth's most pure fire from her core or something. I don't know. But for some reason, Iridikron's really after it. And so will the Sundered Flame, who are kind of apparently taking a more front row seat in the next patch. I know it shows the Incarnates kind of more in the front row. Like, the Incarnates are definitely the most threatening out of all of them. But, yeah, that's the cinematic. It was really cool seeing the Incarnates, you know, just being themselves, really. Like, they are new villains, and I really like that we got to kind of see what they're up to, and what they're like, and their personalities, and their strengths. Like, I'm getting more and more sold on these guys as villains, compared to, say, Zovol, or Rezagath even. I think Rezagath was fine, but I think these guys are actually far more interesting and far cooler than Rezagath, probably because we really didn't get to see much from Rezagath comparatively. Like, this is just cool. Pun not intended, I swear. That's just hot. Okay, alright, I'm done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what lies ahead with the Incarnates. I think they're really cool as villains. I'm really curious to see, like, what secrets we'll learn about Neltharion going forward. Again, I'm really hoping that they do a more... They always tell us that Neltharion used to be good, and they never really hone in on that. They never really focus on that. They kind of just tell us, oh yeah, he used to be a good guy. But they never really showed us that in books or in cinematics. The closest we got was the book where he was a Proto-Dragon. But yeah, I hope that we get a little bit more of Neltharion's good side going beyond into Dragonflight in the next patch, hopefully. But really cool stuff, really cool designs, really loving the Incarnates. What more is there to say? But until next time, guys, I guess see ya. I love doing these reactions, and I hope to hear your guys' thoughts on the Incarnates. I think they're pretty cool and pretty interesting. I like that they actually grieve their sister. I also like that Iridikron's like, you know, she kind of fooled herself there. But yeah, I guess to do the final pun for the for Iridikron, that cinematic really rocked. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye, or bye.